All right, welcome once again to another episode of Sports Therapy with FH Jr. I am your host. Let me go over the rules for the rule breakers. On Sports Therapy with FH Jr., this is a caller driven show where callers will have 2 minutes to call in and you can rip, rant, and kick some knowledge about all things NFL. Now, our show is always sponsored by Crown Royal. And as usual, I'm always rocking the standard uniform, augmented by the cool beard, along with the official NFL hat that lets everybody know that I am as neutral as Switzerland, although I am a card-carrying Commander fan. But on Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr., man, we don't talk politics. I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Republicans are thinking, nor do I care what the Democrats are thinking. We don't talk race relations. All are welcome to call in and participate in the show, and we don't talk sexual orientation. We give sound advice on Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr., but you can take it or you can leave it. Now, our show is, as I say, it is a caller-driven show where callers can have 2 minutes to call in. You can rip, rant, kick knowledge about all things NFL. And the number to call is always 940-329-4110. The show is always carried on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And we still have all love-hate relationship with TikTok, but we're still trying to work things out. I think I got everything in today. Yes. Now, we are week 5 in the NFL, and I must say, man, I am happy, joy. My Commander Redskins won, Eagles lost, and remember, I cheer for everybody in my division to lose because it's only business. Now, don't get me wrong now. We don't fan shame on the show. If you want to call and you want to talk about anything NFL related, you want to talk about the game, bad calls by the ref, bad hot dogs, or whatever your game meal was, as long as it has to do with the National Football League, we are good to go. But there was some good games in the day, man. Hoping to hear from the standard crew that always call in, my regulars, and that's always Jay and Grand Prairie, along with Big Coop. Definitely want to hear what he got to say because his Ravens took it on the Shorty Shorts today. Man, they got a 40 burger put on them. So I want to hear from Brandon Coop from D1 Ignorant University, see what he's got to say. And, I always talk about that I'm going to talk about scores. And then somehow I always get derailed and I never get the chance to talk about scores. So we just going to wing that and see what's going to happen. And then we'll push on as we normally do. But I want to take the time and talk about my Commander/football team. Now, I am a card carrying Redskin Commander football team. I love my team. But the show is not just about me talking about the Redskin Commander football team. The show is really about it's just a look back on today's games or the games that's been played all week, starting with Thursday, and then we bring everybody up to standards as to where we are with today. The Who That Nation came out on the victory end today, so that was exciting because I was starting to worry about the Who That Nation. The Jets Jets. I don't know. They lost to the Cowboys. Look, the Cowboys are in our division now. Would I have wanted to see the Jets win? Yes, definitely. But they're not a good team. They got some issues. They got a first-year coach, and they're going through some things. So, Cowboy fans, hey, a win is a win, and you guys needed that win, especially after you tied with the Cheeseheads. So, hey, it is what it is, man. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. On Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr. Now, let's get this thing off. Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr.
Who that?
Hey, Jay and Grand Prairie. Wee, Jay, what say ye?
Man, that was a good game.
Tell me,
Even though it was just the Giants, a win is a win.
a win is a win, Jay. A win is a win. You know, I always tell people, and I always tell you, hey, I like watching the Who That Nation. If I was not a card carrying Redskin fan, I would definitely, you know, I would probably be more than like I would be a Saint fan, but I can't wear y'all, y'all paraphernalia. But I will, I did watch the Saints today. And you know what, Jay? Y'all defense played a lot better today. Yes, your defense showed up.
Yeah, we did. They showed up. They held them. They did a good job.
Yes, yes, yes. And I don't care what anybody say about my man Rattler. He is not the problem as to why the Saints were not winning. For me, that was a defense issue. But he's starting to look a lot better,
Yeah.
man. I saw him connect with Chris Olave. You got Shehead back, y'all outstanding wide receiver that can, stretch things deep. And he's
Got Taysom Hill back.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Y'all have the Swiss Army knife, Taysom Hill back. Now, I didn't know, and I think I asked you before, why was he out? I think he had a knee injury last year, so he was coming back from that. But it's always good to see him back, man. He's one of my favorite players in the league.
Yeah.
Did you see him throw that touchdown?
That was nice.
Yeah, it was. It is. Jay, it's always good to talk to you because I was starting to worry about you for a minute, boy, because y'all were like 0-3, and it's like, who that nation? Who that? But I'm glad to see you guys are playing a lot better. You happy with your new coach?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. We're not making dumb plays, dumb calls.
And y'all not just doing check down Charlies anymore. But you know what? I'm
Thank you.
still waiting for Alvin Kamara to have a big game. I don't know.
Yeah, I am too. I'm ready to see some explosion.
Yes, and I'm saying that because I also have him on my fantasy team. So whenever he has a good game, I have a good game, and so that's one of the things I'm waiting to see. When is he going to return back to his old to his standards, or is he starting? Is he starting to lose it, Jay? Is he starting to get old?
Nah, he ain't losing. He'll get there.
Ay, 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 ay. Now, I will tell you, from watching the game today when you guys played, and y'all cut down on just the defensive plays where y'all were giving up what I call chunk yards, which means guys just running open and quarterback throwing the ball 30, 40 yards down the field for touchdowns. I saw today that the Saints had cut down on that, which was good to see, man.
Yeah.
It was good to see. Good to see. So, and nobody's really running away with the division though, so that makes things a lot better. Even though you guys are 1-3, but
We'll get there.
yes, yeah, because I believe. Let me look. I'm looking at some scores here, and I'm gonna look at the teams that in you guys division here. Let me take a look at this real quick because I want to see what did the Panthers do today. Because in you all division, it's just the Saints, the Buccaneers, and now those dreaded Dirty Birds were off this week. We played them last week. They got a chance to be. We lost to the Dirty Birds. So, but I'll tell you something, Jay. Carolina Panthers won today. They beat. I wouldn't say a good Miami team because Miami's not that good of a team this year. They're struggling. They're on the struggle bus. But Panthers are looking good. They won. You guys won. And let me see. Well, I think and Tampa Bay took care of the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I think when we talk about you guys' division, looking like the team that everybody's thinking is going to come out as champions for you all division probably be the Buccaneers. I think that's what everybody's chasing.
Right.
But you guys always seem to play each other tough though. That's the thing I admire. It's almost like with the division that we play in. It really doesn't matter what the records say. It's like they always play each other tough. You guys always play the Buccaneers tough. Y'all play the Dirty Birds tough. Then you guys always end up playing the Panthers tough. So when those division games are always like that. So it's really nobody's gonna run away with anything, you know. But I just like what I saw today from the Saints, man. I like y'all's fight.
Yeah, that was a good. That was good.
But y'all also did
It was
me.
refreshing to see.
Y'all actually did me a favor too because y'all actually took care of one of the team that play in my conference too. Because you guys took care of the the Giants, you know. And so it was a double win for me, double win, you know. But it's always it's you know. But like I said, Jay, you guys because when it came to the Saints, I was more looking at what you guys were doing on the defensive side because I just knew from what I was observing, I was okay with what you guys have as far as with the quarterback position. I know there's some are calling for a shuck to get a chance and all that, but it's like,
Oh nah,
oh shucks,
nah.
oh shucks now. But I was more concerned on the defensive side because you guys lost so much from last year, and the Saints was always known to have a good defense. You guys were always known to have a good defense, so that was my concern about that. It was like, okay, what is going on the defensive side of the ball? Because Cam Jordan's got a little older, so he don't play full time, but I think he plays occasionally. They let him get out there and kind of do his thing a little bit more of a pass rusher. But next week is a winnable game for you guys, Jay, because y'all take on. Let me see who the Saints playing. You guys are playing the Patriots next week, so that is a winnable game. Right now, their record is 2-2. You guys are 1-4. So if you all can get that victory there, that will be key. That'll be a key victory, and that'll keep you guys kind of in the running. You know. So, Jay, let you get one last word in for the Who Dat Nation.
Who that said they gonna beat them there Saints?
All right, Jay in Grand Prairie. Thank you for calling.
All right, all right.
All right. This is Sports Therapy with FH Jr. If you are just driving by and you run up on this podcast and you say, what the hell am I listening to? You're listening to Sports Therapy with FH Jr. Well, callers will have 2 minutes to call in at 940-329-4110. And you notice I use my DJ voice. Let me use my DJ voice. You can call in at 940-329-4110. And you can have 2 minutes. You can rip, rant, and you can kick some knowledge about all things NFL. And also, people ask me, what kind of show is this? It's as far as the audience. And I tell people, if I had to put a rating on my podcast, it'd probably be rated PG-13. You know, we do locker room talk as far as football. The show gets some of my speakers call. They get very, very passionate about their position. So probably not a show where you want to let anyone say 12 years old or under to just listen to. I know they sneak and listen because some of my kids at school listen to my show. But I'm just saying, if you ask me, parental guidance is suggested because we have the cussing bell for those who kind of want to express themselves. So we do have the cussing bell for people like my homeboy Glenn and others. But other than that, it's always good. It's always good. It is always good. Yes. So like I say, man, this is a caller-driven show where callers will have 2 minutes to rip, rant, and kick some knowledge about all things NFL. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
F.H. Jr. is the Ravens extraordinary, Brandon Cooper. What's up with it, man?
Brandon Coop. I have been waiting to talk to you. And do I need to get the cussing bell ready? Do I need to get the comfort pillow ready? Tell me what I need to do to make you happy, my brother, because today was not a good day.
I mean, man, if unless you can start handing people they pink slip, because man, we losing by 34 at home to the Texans. I don't know, man. And I'm just like, okay, this was a game where I'm like, cool, Cooper rushing the game. So I'm like, Derrick Henry, this your chance to get back on track. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm like, okay, Derrick Henry got to get at least 15 carries by halftime. Then we gonna wear him down, and that's gonna keep the defense off the field, and we can control the clock because the Texans love to pass. And C.J. Stroud was comfortable in the groove with Nico Collins today, and man, it went from bad to worse, man. And I don't know what the hell's going on over there because now it's mental because it's not a lack of talent, right? Because we've done this before, and I mean we're three bad plays away from winning against the Bills and the Lions.
True.
And it's kind of like, man, what is going on? It's like dudes ain't got no heart, man. This ain't Ravens football, man. You knew back in the day when you played the Ravens, you was gonna have to have an off day the next day, and your injury report was gonna be a list long. And now guys is giving practice dudes reps playing against us. And I mean, Zach Orr, he got to go. The defense is terrible. And then, man, we had another injury today. Nate Wiggins got hurt. I don't know what's our strength and conditioning going on. Um, I mean, Todd Monken in the play calling, trash. Harbaugh, we've been letting this slide too long, G. It's about that time people start having these conversations, man, because we just going from bad to worse. And I mean, next week we play the Rams. We're in LA, I believe. I mean, okay. I would have preferred us to go into the bye week 3-3, but it looks like we might go in there 1-5. And unless Lamar can come back from that bye week and win 10 out of the next 11 games, I just don't see it. So it's tough, man.
It's hard out here for a Raven fan, bro. It's hard out here for a Raven fan.
Man,
So when
it's
is
crazy because Lamar literally has 10 touchdowns to only one interception.
the projected day for Lamar to return?
So they say he's week to week. I mean, next week we play the Rams. My whole thing is I wouldn't play him next week. I would legit rest him, and that way we can go into the bye week. He can get another week of rest. That way he has 3 full weeks of rest, and he can come back for the next 11 games of the season. And he would technically only miss 2 games, right? That's the smart way to approach it. So, I would at least like us to get this win over the Texans. But, we got to be smart about this because we do have a straight 11-game stretch that I would rather have Lamar healthy for. So,
Yep. And this is what when I say that teams have a 3-year window and sometimes 4 when they peak. And that's because when I say that, I'm talking about all the minutia that involves when you are a prime or a prime time or a peaking team. For example, those first 2 years when you enter that window, hey man, you're playing opponents like bowling balls, man. You stack them up, bowling pin. You stack them up, you're knocking them down, and then you say to yourself, man, this could go on forever, and you start to think that, man, we're gonna be this way forever. Then when you get into that third year, because now you're at the mountain, and then you start to slide down the other side, and that's where you start to get in money issues, injuries. Other teams starting to scout you. Other teams are starting to come up. All those start to figure into that formula as to why when I say you only get a 3 to 4 year window to get it done. Um, and also when you have players like Lamar Jackson who are wind so tight as far as their leg ability, and all of a sudden you're playing at that level, you can't stay at that level forever. Your body can't take it. Sooner or later, you start to get those little knick-knack injuries, the pull hamstrings, the you
But,
know.
but this is what's so crazy. Lamar has been playing better than he was last year. And you know the real point of why they kind of kept him out is because you could see in that game Lamar was like, "F it, I'm gonna take it upon myself. We're gonna keep going." And you saw how Lamar popped up from the hit, and he was jogging back to the sideline. But they was like, "All right, man, go on the sideline. Like we don't want you out here if something happens, right?" But like my thing is all the pieces is in place, yeah. But Zach or in the defensive adjustments are the same things we did last year that messed us up. And then on the offensive end, we are not, with Derrick Henry's mentally not in the game like that, we started getting away from the run. Now, I have no problem in having Keaton Mitchell get more carries and Ali get more carries. But the strength, if Lamar's not in the game, and the strength of Raven football, regardless, because we don't have a good defense, is we have to run the ball and control the clock. That's it. That's what happened. What happened the first game against the Bills? We left Josh Allen with too much time on the clock because we weren't running the ball and because of turnovers. What happened? We got beat at the line of scrimmage against the Lions. That's how we weren't able to succeed there. And it's just like repeatedly, bruh, whoop ass at the line of scrimmage and run the ball. We got the best backfield tandem you've ever seen in the NFL. We got Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. You can't make this up. That's just like prime Michael Vick in the backfield with, during that time, you could argue what, Marshall Faulk? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
LaDainian Thompson. That's like them two in the same backfield. And I'm just like, man, I just don't get it. And I'm a competitor. I'm coming from a competitive standpoint. Wow, Stephon Diggs just is playing lights out too. I guess he's with his old team. But I mean, that boy got to play lights out. He's gonna have 3 kids in the same year. But anyway, I'm like, man, I just don't know what we're doing, man. And I know Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and like Terrell Suggs they can't stand to watch it.
But see, what I'm talking about, B, is you can't sustain that level. You can't sustain that level too much past 2 or 3 years. Your heart, your head want to do, but the body says I can't go no for. Just like you can't continue to play Ravens football every year like you guys been playing it for the last 3 years, Doc. You can't keep being that physical. And the same thing happened with the 49ers. They were so physical to the point to where I said, man, they just can't maintain that past 2 or 3 years. Then guys started to get hurt. When it comes to the playoff, you had guys were more hurt because the style and the dynamics of which they play. And that's how I see with you guys. Yeah, y'all guys got everything you got, but you can't sustain that forever. And I'm just starting to think, man, it's just sooner or later, man, the bill comes due. Because what's hurting you guys is the defensive side, bro.
But I'm just like, people, man, excuse my language, we just acting like some bitches, man. We just taking it up the ass, bro. It's like, you remember the TV show Eyes back in the day, man?
Yes.
On HBO.
Yes.
It's like Ida BC just came into our unit, bro. Ida BC came in our unit, bro. Do whatever you want.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. I just don't recognize. I recognize the will and the heart, but it's just the body just can't get off the mat, man.
And it's crazy because like when Lamar be playing, it's like Lamar be like he be out there like, man, everybody, man, come on. You know, he going out fast on our ball. Like, man, what the hell we doing? What the fuck we running, man? You know what I'm saying? Like Lamar is it's like Lamar is playing because he knows, bro, my legacy is on the line. Now, mind you, Lamar is already a first ballot Hall of Fame, right?
Right.
But it's like people don't understand when the Ravens lose, it goes on him. They lost that first game to the Bills. Lamar Jackson played a perfect game. He played a better game than Josh Allen. They didn't say because the defense gave up 264 yards in the fourth quarter and a Derrick Henry fumble. Oh man, Josh Allen owns Lamar. Nigga. people don't realize, like, bro, and I'm like, people don't realize. I don't understand how before that game everybody wasn't like, we lost here the last game we played. That by us losing that game, that man got Lamar's MVP. Lamar had to take that heat the whole offseason. That should give your team a sense of pride. Like, man, we got to do this for Lamar, man. He cared about this shit, man. That's the only man in that locker room that they told that man you cannot play NFL football. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. Wanted to make him into a wide receiver.
Told that man straight up at the combine. They said, yeah. So yeah, you're not gonna be a quarterback in the NFL. So you think about running back, wide receiver? He said, I'm a quarterback. He said, I played quarterback growing up, played quarterback in high school, won the Heisman Trophy playing quarterback, and I'm playing quarterback. And I would say he's a good damn quarterback, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But if you look at different situations, Josh Allen is in a way better situation, coaching-wise, culture-wise, as far as everybody buying in. Pat Mahomes, him and Andy Reid on one accord. That's a great culture. That's a great front office. Everything is a great situation. You look at Jalen Hurts, great situation he's in. You know, they got too many divas over there, but great situation he's in. Your quarterback, who looked great today, great situation, Jay Daniels.
Boy, didn't he?
You know what I mean? And, but you know, Joe Burrow, you know, he is the best wide receiver duo in the league, but you know, he's not in a great situation. And look at him. He might have to pull an Andrew Luck and retire early. Because remember, I told you at the beginning of this season, I said, I don't see the way y'all whooped them in that preseason game, but it was the ones versus the ones. I said, oh yeah, the Bengals, this not gonna work, dog.
Nope.
It's not gonna work.
Nope.
This is generational talent right here. It's not gonna work. Come on, dog. But it is like with Lamar, man. Don't be wasting these quarterbacks' prime, man. And people don't realize when the heat ain't all on you, you not as invested. You see what I'm saying? When you go out there and the performance don't affect your legacy, you ain't as invested.
True.
And that's what happens.
True.
It's like LeBron. LeBron was carrying teams to the NBA Finals. He lose. That ain't on everybody else. That's all LeBron lost. When LeBron's last year in Cleveland, he was going up against an impossible team. The second best player on the team was Kevin Love.
Yeah.
And like, but I'm just sick and tired of this, man. And next week, I guess the Rams is going out of BC in our unit some more. You know, this is Matthew Stafford throwing no look passes and shit, man. But hey, well, hopefully Sean McVay fold like he did Thursday night.
Yeah, because he didn't look like he wasn't ready.
I was like, bro, y'all were terrible in short yardage running all game. Just kick the field goal, bro. But the game is the game, man.
Yep. But hey, my boy.
Man, but enough about my team.
No, man, but here's the thing, man, and I was looking forward to you calling in because I wanted to get your heartfelt opinion on the Ravens because here's where I come down at. And from being a counselor, I more look at it also from a psychological aspect too. I just think last year the Ravens was poised. Everybody and their mama knew the Ravens. You could pencil them in to the Super Bowl. I just think that it had some type of psychological damage. It did some type of psychological damage to you guys as a team. How do we muster all this emphasis back up again? And where we spent the last 2 years to get where we were last year, and that was our time because we had everything. We shot our shot, and we didn't make it. How do we muster all that oomph to do it one more time? And I think some of the guys on the team don't have that. They can't get there, and that's where
man. Either you got it or you don't, man. it you know what I'm talking about, man. It's either you got it or you don't.
Yep.
Lamar has it. Lamar has something you cannot teach. Lamar is going to go out there. There's not one time I've seen that man play from Louisville to now, but that man has not gave it 110% every time he went out there on the field.
But the only problem, bro, when it comes in the NFL, there is no I in team. And I just think the rest of the guys.
Hey, what the late great Kobe say? There's an ME in that motherfucker.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's easier to say in basketball, though.
Yeah.
Goddamn the Patriots' ass.
Yeah. But hey, bro, let me let you get one last word in, bro, for what you do, dog.
Hey, man, this is Brandon Cooper, man, the Ravens extraordinaire, man. Everybody pray for Baltimore, man. We got the Rams next week. Hopefully we can get a win going into the bye week. Man, everybody stay up, stay prayed up, man, and everybody be safe during homecoming season, man.
All right. And let me say this to you, my man. My homeboy Glenn is coming up, and we're going to, for the first time, I'm going to do a live spot where we're going to sample this new Crown Royal chocolate. And to help you in your sorrows, and I know you may not be a Crown drinker, I'm going to make sure that you get a box, bro, to help you through your dog days.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Appreciate it, my brother. Thank you. We going to try, man. We going to stay blessed up in here.
All right. So in the meantime, I want you to send me your address so we'll make sure that we can crown you. All right, my brother.
G, appreciate it, man.
Yes. Sports therapy.
What's going on, brother?
Hey,
what's happening, brother?
It is my homeboy Glenn.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I had to let my boy Brandon. I had to let my boy just kind of get some things off his chest, man, because his Ravens.
I was listening to him, and I was sitting there with this Crown Royal bottle.
Hold on.
And I got ready to play.
Hold on, because the whole idea, like I told you, in my listening audience, my sponsor is always Crown Royal. And every year, this is the first time we're gonna do a live sample, because this is a new blend, homeboy Glenn. It's called Crown Royal Chocolate, and I have not sampled this good brand. I'm gonna hold it up, you can see. I have not sampled this brand new bottle, and so what now? I have the official Crown Royal glass. Now, my glass is a little shaded, not because it's dirty, but because it's been chilling, and that is the temperature that's making it. So I've got my new Crown Royal, homeboy Glenn, and so what we're going to do is because Crown Royal is a sipping drink, and so we're gonna take a sip for all the teams that won today.
Let's do it, brother.
And hold on, homeboy. To my homeboy Glenn and all the winners out there, including my Commander football team, because I didn't like
Yes,
the
sir.
I didn't like the taste of Dirty Burger. I mean, of Dirty Bird, because it tasted like crow. So that's why I gotta wash that taste out of my mouth with some Crown Royal. Hey, so I gotta try this new Crown chocolate. So here we go.
Let's do it. Ah, man.
Homeboy Glenn,
Yes, sir.
that is good.
Yes, sir.
That is good.
It's good, man.
That is
It's it.
that is good, man. Homeboy Glenn,
Yes, sir, it is.
that is good, brother. That is, man.
Especially if you're a chocolate lover.
Yeah,
If you like chocolate.
yeah. Oh yeah,
They say I like chocolate.
that's good, man. It
Yes,
has
yes,
yeah.
it is good.
That's a good drink, man. That is.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a real good smooth drink, man.
yeah,
I like that. I like the chocolate tastiness.
yeah.
The
So
tastiness.
so
But
for all the winners in the NFL today, crown me, baby.
I hear you, baby. I hear you.
Crown me.
Man, I want to say this to start the show off.
Go for it.
Man, I'm kind of jealous. I'm kind of jealous of y'all a little bit.
Woo! In the words of the immortal
Yeah.
Ric Flair, baby. Woo!
You all got the Kevin Durant or the NFL, man.
Oh man, let me
Uh,
take. Ah,
That quarterback, you all got Chase Daniels. He's the Kevin Durant of the NFL.
man, he is must see TV.
That boy can do it, man. To me, hey man, get that boy about. That boy gonna win a Super Bowl about a year or two.
If we can keep him
Y'all
healthy,
gonna be in the Super Bowl.
if we can keep him healthy,
Yeah.
if we can surround him with toys, man, we can get him. We can just,
Yes.
man.
Y'all be in y'all get that defense. Y'all shake that defense up a little bit.
Oh,
Get a
man.
couple more toys. Y'all gonna be in good shape, man.
Hey, I tell you what, man. Man, I tell you, he is the truth, man, and he's only getting better because I was worried at the beginning. I'm like, man, what are we doing? What are we doing? Then all of a sudden, man, we got that turnover. We're down and man, he was on his own. He was on our own. Heck, I might have been the 5-yard line, man, and he just unleashed a 60-yard bomb. And my man ran underneath that. I was like, boy, where have you been, Jaden Daniels?
Man, that boy big. That boy is big time. Man, and I'm gonna tell you, man. You know, when the season first started, you know, I was looking at teams like Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, you know, man, something happened to their defense. I don't understand what happened to their defense. I know a few got hurt. You look at the 49, whole team hurt.
Yep.
But their defense is better than it was last year.
Yep. Yeah, it was. It
And
was.
I don't understand. I don't understand some of them teams. Like, man, you know, Baltimore, man, they hurt bad. They lost everybody on defense.
I know.
But like your man was talking earlier, like your man was telling the truth, like you were saying earlier. Everybody gonna look at Lamar, but it's man, they don't use Derrick Henry right to me, man.
Nope.
They do not use that man right, man.
But you know, like I was telling Brandon, and you know, and I'm not gonna change, you know, because you know y'all my boys and stuff like that. But I told him, I said, as a team gets good, when you start to hit that peak, you got 3 to 4 years to win that Super Bowl. That doesn't mean they're gonna give you a Super Bowl because other teams are gonna be. You might have 3 or 4 teams rival with you trying to do what you're trying to do. So when I say that, you had Baltimore, you had Kansas City. Now the Chiefs actually came out being the cream of the crop up there. You had the Bills and the 49ers. There were 4 teams, brother, that they were trying to get it done. And I just think last year was the Ravens' year, man. They had everything in place. And I was telling him, I said,
man.
I don't.
Everybody agreed on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and
I just knew they had won it, man.
yeah, and I told him, I said, man, you can't keep playing at that level. No more. You can't maintain that no more than 2 to 3 years. Guys started to get hurt. Guys, that's what happened to the 49ers. They were playing so physical, and they couldn't sustain it. Everybody, remember, you turn around, everybody's hurt. So same thing happened with the Ravens this year. Last year, everybody thought that they were gonna get it done. They went and picked up Derrick Henry. They were just killing people, but they got upset in the playoffs, and like I was telling him, I don't think the team mentally, I don't think the team mentally can pull themselves back up that hill again like that, bro.
It's tough mountain to climb now. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, it's tough. People don't fail to realize how tough the NFL, how tough it is. You know, the scheduling, traveling. You know what I mean? Man, everybody playing for the same goal. Everybody playing for the same thing. They trying to get that chip. Man, you got to earn it in the NFL, man.
And nobody's gonna give it to you, brother.
Nobody gonna give it to you. Hey, man, because I'm gonna tell you. I look at a few years ago. What the coach name used to, what the head coach with Houston Texans. Oh man, he coached the Chicago Bears.
Oh,
Lovie Smith.
Lovie Smith, yeah.
Man, I got the utmost respect for that man right there than any guy I do in football. Cause that last game of that year, he could have easily just said forget it and then try to play hard. And Houston would have never had. Houston probably would have had Bryce Young. It was some kind of way he made Houston get that draft pick.
They
by him winning that game.
By him winning that game, they went from being able to get the number 1 draft pick to the number 2. And see, everybody thought that Bryce should have been picked, but no. By Houston having that second pick, that's how they end up with the quarterback they got now. And then, like you said, man, hell, they ought to be kissing my boy toes, man, because had he, you know, Lovey, man, Lovey, he really did them a solid, man. He did them a true solid.
Listen, I was watching that game today, Philadelphia and Denver. That sideline judge, and that game should be fired.
I know the play you talking about. I'm like, dude, what are you looking at? Because that was pass interference. I was like,
I know what the last play of the game, but that was a pass interference.
And they were blatant.
They were blatant.
That
referee needs to be disciplined behind that.
Yes. I was like, man. But I tell you what, boy, them Cowboy fans, boy, they having a ticker tape parade today because they beat the Jets.
Man, they beat TCU.
Well, I tell you what, bro, I just hope we can maintain and we don't get anybody injured and we keep playing football like we're playing because we got a date with them bad boys in about 2 weeks.
Man.
October 19th, brother. That's when we play.
I like that running back y'all got.
Oh, man.
I like that running back y'all got, too.
Bill, as they call him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bill had a big day today. Bill had a big day.
Yep.
Big day.
That doggone Jay Daniel, man, that quarterback y'all got, he's special, man.
He makes everybody else better.
Yeah, he make the game look so easy, man.
I was like,
but he can't hit it.
No, you're not gonna get a solid hit on him. And whereas, and you can see the difference between him passing the ball and Marcus Mariota. Now I love Mariota; he's a good backup. He did what we needed him to do, but it's just something about where Jaden can place that ball and the timing, and it's like, you know, wow, yeah. And if we can now, our defense stepped up and played well because the Chargers quarterback, he ain't no joke. And I just think from playing last week against Michael Penix Jr. actually prepared us to play against my man today, because when you play because last week we really didn't really it's almost like we really didn't know how strong Michael Penix's arm was, and guys didn't realize, hey, that ball he throws a strong, accurate pass. You don't have a lot of time to get there. So we changed. We did some things different today that we should have did last week. We blitzed him more, and it was good. It was all good, man. All good. All good. Now you guys were
What you
off
think
this
about
week.
Indianapolis?
What I think about what?
What you think about the Indianapolis Colts?
I think if you're not careful, they're gonna sneak up on a whole lot of people.
Yes,
Because the Colts are 4
that's
and
what I
1.
said.
They're 4 and 1, man.
Yeah.
If you're not careful, they're not your father's Colts, man. These are not your father's. These are not your father's Colts, man. They're not.
No.
They're not your father's Colts, man. And you know what? They are in a nice position because nobody is really watching the Colts, man. Everybody got their eyes on the Bills. Everybody got their eyes on the Bills. Nobody's watching the Colts. And because of that, they are slowly but surely getting the job done.
Flying under the radar.
Yeah, because they put a 40 burger up on the Raiders today. I think it was like 40-6. So they so now are you okay with cause my man is they did a change at quarterback, right?
Who that?
The coach.
You talking about with Jones?
Yeah. And right now it is gonna be hard for my man to get his job back because
He gonna get it back.
no, and in
He
football,
gonna
bro.
get it back.
In football, bro, you lose your position, whether you're hurt or whatever. You don't get that position back just because you come back, man. No, if we winning, we keep rolling. And Richardson, I think if I'm Richardson, I try to get traded probably to the Rams. Sit there and probably learn because I truly think they threw him out there a little bit too fast. They were looking at some of his upside and some of the physical stuff that he can do.
They get him back. And see, man, if you go back and look at that guy career, man, he didn't play. He played his senior year in high school, and he came out. I think he didn't play his freshman year, and he split time his sophomore year. Then he went in the draft, like you said, because they were looking at potential and upside. So he really hadn't played in a whole lot of games.
No.
Like he haven't played in a minute. You look at a quarterback with the Cleveland Browns today. That little rookie, which he played a pretty good game today. I thought, man, that guy played 63 college games.
Oh yeah, he is seasoned, man, because he played for Oklahoma about two years for Oklahoma, and then he got 2 more years. I forgot where he went after he went for Dylan Gabriel. He
went to Oregon. He went to UCF.
Yeah,
he went to UCF. Then he went to Oklahoma.
Yeah, so
then he went to Oregon.
He is a seasoned first year quarterback, man. He's got a lot of time playing the position, and he reminds me a lot of I'm trying to think of who the Jaguar the quarterback of the Jag, left-handed guy, man. Huh?
Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence.
No, the one that was before, because he's about the same height, left-handed. He was a pretty good runner too. He kind of reminds me of his style. But I actually think he's going to be around a while, man. He's a good quarterback, so he's going to be around a while. And that's why I question why would Cleveland pick those 2 guys, those 2 rookies, unless you're going to pick one and trade the other one. So now Sador's a good player, and he probably has a better upside than Gabriel, but Gabriel is not he's not just some guy who can't play in the NFL. He's going to have an NFL career, and it probably won't be a backup. Because I tell you, you could take him and put him on the 49ers team. Oh, they would do well, man. You take him and put him on some team that already got a lot of parts in place. Oh, you take him and put him with the Vikings. Oh man, they're going to the playoffs.
I know a quarterback I would never say. I thought I would never say this.
Was
But you
that?
know who I wish we could get? Matt Jones for the 49ers.
You know what? And see, he's similar to what we just talked about with Richardson. They
Yep.
now Matt Jones, when he played at Alabama, now keep in mind he had all those talented wide receivers. He did. Hell, he could just throw the ball to them and they got to turn it into touchdown. But when he went to the Patriots, they just didn't have a system in place to coach him up as a quarterback, because you had a defensive guy as the head coach, and then I don't know who the heck he brought in. They really didn't develop him. And they had a lot of turmoil and turnover there. So I think he's in a good system right now. And I'll be honest, homeboy, Brock Purdy may not get his position back.
Yeah, hey, man. You know, they just signed him last year, like $250 million or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I said the same thing. I said, man, hey, dude might have trouble. They went out, if he win one more game, he might have trouble getting his spot back when he come back. But, man, hey, I want to tell you a stat I was reading that tripped me out the other day.
What's that?
In the first 4 games, the Eagles had 1,006 yards of total offense.
Right.
And the punter on that team, he'd have punted for 1,005 yards. How does that make sense?
It doesn't. It doesn't. It does. Well,
he punted for 1,005 yards, and the Eagles had like 1,006 yards of total offense before the day game.
I'll tell you another stat that was crazy. The Cowboys was giving up the most yardage in the league, but on defense, and yet they were scoring, having the most yards on offense. So how can you be the number one offense as far as yardage and be the number one worst defense on defense? That was like, what the hell do they have going on? But
man, that's what I'm saying. But well, they gonna go up. They gonna go up today because they played the Jets. Man, I just hope Jets win at least one game this year, because man, I don't know. Hey, man, Field sometimes, man, I want to see Field do good. I pull for him too hard, but
I'm starting to think he's not the answer, bro.
Man, I forgot which one of them commentators said it about a year or two ago, and he made me hot, but he might be telling the truth. He ain't nothing but more than a bag up.
Yeah, I'm starting to think he just may not be he may not be the answer, man. He got all the tools.
He got all the tools over there, the toys to play with over there.
Yeah,
but he just can't. I don't know, man.
And
I don't know what it is.
I'm just starting to think, man, he's just not the answer for the Jets. The Jets, they need a quarterback, man, and they need a quarterback that can get the ball to the receivers. And right now, and you know the NFL, man, the NFL's not for long. They give you opportunity as a quarterback, and really, they take into consideration. Okay, you have starting position with the Bears. Okay, now you have a starting position with you had a starting position with the Steelers. You have a starting position now with the Jets. Dude, if he don't prove that he is a NFL caliber quarterback, that's pretty much going to be it for him, man. And I hate to say it, but you know,
man, I believe so too, man.
Because
I believe so too, man.
Because as terrible as Carson Wentz is, sometimes a quarterback can get into a system and kind of get their career. Because right now he probably need to be in a. Sometimes you put him with a coach like the 49ers. I mean, like the Rams have. You put him with a coach like what the Vikings have, and they can pretty much build the offense around what you do best. But right now, I just don't think maybe he don't fit well into the Jet system. But they're not gonna keep giving him chances after chance after chance, man.
Oh man, I said, man, I like him. I like him because he's a good person. You can tell he's a good person.
Yep.
But it's just then sometimes, man, you take a guy. Sometimes I guess sometimes you get a bad break too, man, because you went to the Barrels. The Barrels had bad coaching.
Bad coaching.
You know, bad coaching, and then by the time he get to Pittsburgh, they ain't have the best offensive coordinator in the world. And then you go to another team like the Jets, with a young rookie head coach, never had head coaching experience. But I believe they give Aaron Glenn a chance. I believe he's gonna turn it around though.
Well, but I think I think he will too. But I just think if you think about it, the rookie quarterbacks that go to teams that have coaches that are more that were defensive coordinators become coaches, they usually ain't that successful because the defensive coordinators can't really help and develop quarterbacks. They can try to bring in some offensive guy, and he ain't. Sometimes those guys are so used to their own system. But I know that the teams who have head coaches who are offensive coordinators, where they are the head coach and the offensive coordinator, the rookie quarterbacks always seem to do a lot better. The Rams, the Vikings. They just seem to do a whole lot better. But like I say, brother, I just think this year, unless he start to show that that he can produce, I don't think he's gonna get another shot, man. Now, he may if he washes out, he can get a shot again with the Raiders, because I know they're looking to try to do something away from Geno, but they're not gonna, with the Raiders, it's hell, they got to bring in a type of quarterback to kind of get some success.
What do you think about that game between the Titans and the Cardinals this evening?
Yeah, the Cardinals beat the hell out of them. They did.
No.
Huh?
No, they didn't.
Hold on.
They lost.
The Cardinals lost that game?
Yes, sir.
Because when I was watching it, they were winning. And
boy,
man,
at the end of the game and see how the game is.
Man,
it's so weird. You want to get.
Man, when I looked at that game, they were throwing it up. They were winning. They were like, okay, they lost. You're right. They lost 22-21. Wow.
Look at the end of it. Man, dude fumbled the ball. They kicked the ball in the end zone, some kind of way, running for the ball, and dude recovered at the end zone, in the end zone.
Wow.
But I kind of like that. I think that quarterback from Tennessee going to be okay. He got to go. They throw him in the fire. He going to be all right.
Yeah, because some teams, you can throw the guy in the fire like that, and they either sink or swim, and sometimes I think they going to get it done. Homeboy, it's time to wrap it and cap it, brother. You're about to hear the sound of my music. All right, it is time to bring this show to end. I'd like to thank my guests for calling in. My homeboy Glenn, calling from the great state of Arkansas. Jay in Grand Prairie. And my homeboy Brian from D1 Ignorant University. I also want to thank my listeners, those who are in the Metroplex and those who are not. Thank you all for calling in and making sports therapy with FH Junior a success. Now, as they say on the yard, always stay golden. And people ask me, what does stay golden mean? Stay golden means to thy own self be true. Stay true to thyself. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.